my most hated wrestler of all time. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. I've been a wrestling fan ever since the age of 2 years old. And I've been following, watching. I've been doing everything as far as having wrestling in my life for entertainment purposes. Minus 10 months. I vowed to stop watching again because of a certain thing that happened within the WWE. Because it made no sense of why this took place. And it has to do with my most hated wrestler ever. And in my opinion, he ruined wrestling. I call him the Jizz. But his name is The Miz. Now, I'm going to put in a lot of opinion about this, but I'm going to back it up with facts that his career has gone through. Now, let me start by saying I don't give a fuck where he came from. Alright? I don't care about that. Oh, you're just saying that because he started on The Real World. I had no idea that he started from The Real World because I didn't watch that motherfucking show. When he arrived in the WWE, I didn't care about that. I didn't. You can arrive from anywhere. I don't care about that. When you show up, though, you have to have a point or purpose for you being there. It's funny how certain people... I'm going to throw this out there, okay? The Great Khali. Oh, he's big and he's slow. He can't wrestle. Newsflash, people. He wasn't supposed to be a wrestler. He wasn't supposed to be Kurt Angling or Daniel Bryaning all over the place. He was never built to be that fucking type. He was a monster. He's supposed to arrive, destroy, and leave. When monsters lose their credibility is when they start dancing and doing kiss cams just like the Great Khali did. So that's out. As much as a lot of people don't like the Great Khali, he served his purpose as a fucking monster because that's exactly what he was supposed to be. And that's why when he was World Heavyweight Champion, a lot of people didn't like it, but at least that shit made sense. But on to the Jizz. When he first arrived, he first was on Tough Enough, fine. He didn't win it, but he was on Tough Enough, he competed, and he lost. Okay. Cool. He lost. Nothing against that, because he was pursuing his dream. Okay, I have nothing against that whatsoever. You pursue your dreams. You have your wants. You have your needs. You pursue your dreams, and you work hard in order for your dreams to come true. That's I'm just going to put that out there. Now, it has been proven that he's never done anything as far as worked hard for his dreams to come true within a wrestling ring. Okay? He has never... I'm going to throw this out there. Have any of you watching this video right now, have any of you ever conversated online or with friends or with family and uttered the words, hey, oh my God, did you see that Miz match? Oh my God, it was so great. It was a classic match. No, you have never uttered those words, and if you say you have, then you're a fucking liar, for one, and two, and if you... No, you have not. I'm going to just say it right there. You have not. Don't lose any credibility later saying, oh, I have done that shit. No. As far as my research, no one has ever uttered those words. Never. They never have. You want to know why? Because he's never had a classic match against anybody. So on with it. He was after Tough Enough and him not being selected or failing or whatever, he was the SmackDown opener. You know, always saying hoorah and trying to get the crowd energetic or whatever. Failed to do so because the crowd is not there for that. They're just not. So that wasn't generally his fault. It wasn't, because the crowd is like, yeah, we don't care. Just get on with the fucking show. They just didn't care about that. After that failure, which is, again, it wasn't really his fault, but a failure nevertheless, he goes to the reincarnated ECW, WWE ECW, and he starts by calling himself the Chick Magnet. Now, Everybody's got to have a gimmick, and that's fine. All right. And he had the fucking certain divas surrounding him, and so on and so forth. And that, again, you have to have a gimmick, that's fine. But, again, no classic matches, no good wrestling matches. Then, they pair him up with Johnny Nitro, a.k.a. John Morrison. Now, what did that do? That basically gave him a persona to steal. John Morrison was basically the persona that the Jizz is right now. In 2015 and 14, 2013, all the above. Why? Because John Morrison was the movie star. Johnny Nitro, ever since he was with Eminem, yeah, reporters coming out, the slow motion intro, be jealous, the catchphrases, all of that. Everything was Morrison. Okay? The dirt sheet, all of that shit was John Morrison. The Jizz was just along for the ride, riding coattails. And you can see that where I'm going with this, riding coattails is the main thing that the Jizz does best. He's totally familiar with it because he can never do anything on his own and be convincing doing it. So, from there, gets the tag team titles, which fucking Morrison should just have both belts because the Jizz didn't deserve any of that. None of it, okay? Back and forth with winning and losing tag team titles. Then, what happens after that? They split up, and then, coattail riding once again. Who is it this time? The Big Show. Who does all the work then? Oh, the Big Show. Why was anybody motherfucking surprised by that? Regardless of how you feel about the Big Show, okay, he was the only reason why the Jizz got to where he was. The United States Championship, once again. No classic matches. Nothing. He was just weaseling his way into titles. And this is when the downfall of wrestling started to begin. People say, oh no, it's John Cena. No, it wasn't, okay? John Cena gave good matches. John Cena has actually wrestled against most motherfuckers from the Attitude Era that was still there to be established as a main eventer. That's what happened. People say, oh, we're sick and tired of John Cena. Well, again, he got established as a main event player. And I saw nothing wrong with that. I don't like John Cena. I don't hate him either. I'm indifferent with him. But John Cena did nothing wrong in order to get to the top. He just didn't. He ran through everything and everyone that he was specifically supposed to run through in order to get to the top where he is. So, leave it at that. As far as The Miz, once again, riding coattails of the Big Show. The United States Champion. Did nothing. Tag Team Championships. Riding coattails. That split up. He becomes a mentor for NXT when NXT first began. He mentored Daniel Bryan, and where did that get? Nowhere, because the Jizz couldn't teach him anything about wrestling. Daniel Bryan was already known as the American Dragon. He could wrestle. He's a submission specialist. Snap or tap. That was Daniel motherfucking Bryan. Okay? He could teach nothing as far as wrestling. Nothing. And Daniel Bryan, as far as having a personality, which the Jizz said, where's your personality? Personalities are earned on their own once they get there. Once they get to the main roster. And newsflash, Jizz, you didn't have any personality either when you first started. Hoorah! Annoying as fuck. So he returns. Mentors again with Alex Riley. And Alex Riley connected and stayed with The Miz all the motherfucking time. And subsequently, he did all the motherfucking work for him when he was in a singles match. Money in the Bank. How in the hell do you get in the Money in the Bank match and have no spot? Nothing. Most motherfuckers that get in the Money in the Bank match has a spot that they'll be remembered for. Now, yes, of course, you see motherfuckers fly around like Shelton Benjamin or Kofi Kingston or even CM Punk or someone like that will fly around, or Dean Ambrose landing on that ladder at WrestleMania. Like, oh, but at least he'll be remembered for that shit. He'll be remembered for that spot, and that will be played in a montage of even a tables, ladders, and chairs match or a ladder match or anything like that. The Jizz did nothing. He did nothing of the sort to earn that briefcase. He did nothing of the sort as far as anything in that match worth remembering him for. So when he got the Money in the Bank match, I was like, please don't give don't give him the world title. But he hasn't done anything for it. So, yes, he cost up the United States Championship in Jizz fashion, tapping within seconds of Daniel Bryan. Okay, fine. Then the cash in. Now, again, I didn't watch up to that point. I had a friend contact me saying, nope, can't watch this anymore because he was in the East Coast and I'm in Los Angeles, and he's just like, nope, can't watch it anymore. Now, I stopped watching WWE for 10 straight months after that. And I got back into it and I did research so I know what transpired after that. The Jizz cashing in, that's what ruined the Nexus. People say it was John Cena. No. Remember, Wade Barrett was supposed to be at a high point getting the World Championship. He was supposed to get the WWE Championship. And the Jizz cashing in torpedoed all of that. Then, so you have the Jizz, Alex Riley, and Michael Cole fending Jerry the King Lawler, who needed, again, I don't give a damn if you are a coward in the ring as far as cheating to win, pulling tights or hitting weapons or anything like that, but at least do that shit by yourself. Again, cheating to win. We get to him needing help against every one of his opponents and Alex Riley doing all the fucking work. Michael Cole even getting from off the announce table, getting in the ring and fending opponents. How the fuck do you need help against Jerry the King Lawler? How in the hell? And we're supposed to take you seriously as champion? No. Then Cena, of all people, does the ultimate job out at WrestleMania. This motherfucker retains at Mania. So you're telling me, oh no, the Miz, he carried that match. Seriously? So you're telling me that John Cena could beat Shawn Michaels and Triple H at a stage like WrestleMania, but he couldn't beat the Jizz? Fuck you, alright? If you enter that logic in your head and you actually think that that's totally explainable, fuck you. No, you're a fucking idiot. No. People like to say, oh, it's WWE logic. No. It's not WWE logic. It's from you motherfucking fans out there that do not want to register common sense and logic information regarding this. Yes, wrestling, staged, planned, whatever. But you still have to be motherfucking realistic, and that was not realistic by any standards. Never. So once again, even after his World Championship, the WWE Championship, he's still riding coattails. Even afterwards, with the partners that he had, what, the Jizzing Truth, you had the Jizz and Morrison, you had Show Jizz, and then you had the Jizzing Truth with R-Truth. Who was the threat of that team? Seriously? R-Truth was a serious threat of that team. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. R-Truth, the threat. Big Show, the threat. Alex Riley, the threat. John Morrison, the threat. None of them. The Jizz was just, oh, I'll follow you, master. Oh, lead me to the promised land. That's all the Jizz was. He never gave up. He never put on a classic match. And that's something that you can't even say about John motherfucking Cena. You can't even say that about him. I'm going to go by some comparisons here. Since the Jizz won the WWE Championship up to this point. Okay. The Jizz versus Hulk Hogan. Who wins? The Jizz versus Macho Man. Who wins? Bruno Sammartino. Bob Backlund. Superstar Billy Graham. Yokozuna. Bret Hart. Shawn Michaels. Triple H. The Rock. CM Punk. Go ahead. Who wins? Warrior. Ultimate Warrior. Andre the Giant's a former WWE champion, even though he surrendered it. Sergeant Slaughter. All of those people, the Jizz will get obliterated in their primes, period. There is no fucking way. Look, when someone becomes a champion, world champion, WWE champion, you instantly compare them to past champions as far as skill and how they will measure up against the motherfuckers in the past. The Jizz versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, give me a motherfucking break. Period. The Undertaker, no. Hell no. Jericho, no. No. Kurt Angle, he'll wrap him like a fucking Christmas gift. Are you kidding me? I remember when Michael Cole, he's the future of the WWE. He's the future. Yes, he's the leader. Man, the Jizz couldn't lead Yogi Bear or Ants to a picnic. This motherfucker cannot even make a classic match out of some fake shit. What does that say about him? You got these other people that have come in from NXT that have skills and that never will get anywhere because they didn't suck dick. In my opinion, the Jizz only got that way up there because he was on some Pat Patterson. That was the only way. Sorry. Look, again, you want to comment, you want to leave, hey, below, go ahead, challenge me if you dare. Don't be like, oh, he has skill. No, he motherfucking doesn't. The Jizz versus this man. Lie, cheat, and steal, right? That was his personality, but this he would have... Bah! 1, 2, 3. That's it. Jizz. Done. Out. Back of the line. Out of the WWE. Out. Get the fuck out. No. He did not deserve anything that he received. He doesn't even deserve to be in the mid-carder. So every time you watch him, he always runs away from something or from someone. Every time you watch him, damn, he ran again? Again? Damn, he ran! Being a pussy is not a personality, it's just being a motherfucking pussy. This is why I can't stand him, and he ruined wrestling, okay? There is cowards. There are people that, yeah, in wrestling, there's always been faces and heels that have their certain roles. But this motherfucker took bullshit, coward, and fucking pussism to a different level. Up in life, he does not deserve to be in the realm of motherfuckers that have talent that obviously he has more accolades than. You're telling me that he's better than Mr. Perfect. You're telling me that he's better than Owen Hart. You're telling me that he's better than Rick Martel. Give me a motherfucking break. No. Hell no. So that's all I'm going to rant about for now. Anyone that seriously wants to debate this, if you like the Jizzard, or if you like the Jizz, if you're one of those Jizzards out there, the fans of Miz, the Jizz, they're Jizzards. That's what I call them. That's just it. You can comment below. Go ahead. I welcome. I don't run from a fucking challenge. Don't come trolling. Don't come with any of that bullshit. No. Give me legitimate motherfucking shit. Give me legitimate reasons. Give me facts. Facts. On top of opinions. To try to convince me on why that motherfucker should have gotten a world championship. So, that's it from me. Drop kicks. Body slams. Throwing motherfuckers over the top rope. Both feet hitting the floor. Classic matches. Yeah, that shit that the Jizz never has accomplished. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Oh, and remember, dick licking plus animals equals The Miz. Credits.